Hey everyone, Manjikan Viola here, and welcome to another Let's Play of XCOM Terror from the Deep. Now where we left off last time was that we just finished a mission on a down sub, and I pretty much sold everything, did a bit of purchasing, and the maintenance is pretty much there. Now what I realised I hadn't done, and as I explain this I'm going to do a little bit of upkeeping again, is I didn't really explain much of the background of this game, even though I dived into all of the menus and explained everything to any new people. I didn't really give you an idea of the storyline. So Terror from the Deep is the sequel to XCOM UFO Defense and UFO Enemy Unknown, which was only called differently between the US and the UK. Don't know why, but it happened. And this one is set 40 years in the future of that game. Now at the end of the first game, you follow, after destroying the aliens on Earth, you then follow them to Mars, which is where their home base was. And you destroy their base on Mars and their main computer, which was controlling most of what the aliens were doing. Now when you destroy that, and you probably noticed it in the intro video yesterday, it sent down a signal to Earth, and something underwater responded to that, which is why we've got all this alien activity underwater, and pretty much why the XCOM suddenly exists again, because the governments can't handle the aliens, and I don't really know why the XCOM project was scrapped after the first mission, but there we go. Now the main reason why I bought the explosives is because I'm going to be doing a terror mission, and they are pretty good for demolishing building walls, and the last thing I want is aliens to camp in buildings, hiding away from me when I can't really do anything about it. So we're going to do a bit of juggling here once we know that there's a terror mission going on, but just glad the fact that it's all there. Now when the living quarters is built tomorrow, I'm going to get rid of the one that's by the airlock, and we're going to get in some more scientists and technicians. So we'll dismantle that, so that now if the aliens decide to invade our base, we're pretty much going to have them into a very small narrow corridor, because that's the only way they can get through, because they'll have landed there and try and come through the airlock. Because these will be going once those finish being made. Now let's get some scientists in, because we really want to get our research going. And yeah, we're going to risk having a small amount of money. Have we made any more ghost pistols we can sell? Yes, we have. Great. We're not going to use the grenades, so we can sell those for a bit of cash. We don't need the spare weapons because, well, we're not going to try and lose our interceptors. I know what we can and can't take on most of the time. Okay, we've had a good month so far, so at the end of the month we'll probably get a nice increase of income. And just to show you the monthly costs, which I think I did before, but that's our current income, and from having a good month that income will increase as our funding increases, and it'll just take off that monthly total. So we're looking at probably about 3 million, less the scientists we've just bought that are going to arrive before the end of the month. Okay, we finished ghost pistol production, let's make some more to make some more money. Yeah, let's try and make 8 of them, though I'm pretty sure we're going to stop partway through once we've researched ghost rifles. Fourth sub already, I don't normally get this much sub activity. This is great. Really helps for the money early on and the resources with their weapons, etc. Now this is a larger version of the small sub, so instead of having about 5 or 6 we could have between 8 and 10 aliens on board. So hopefully this one doesn't escape, we down it, and hopefully there'll be enough corpses already so we don't have to go with 10 aliens. There we go. That took a lot longer than I thought. And it's daytime. Brilliant. Let me just double check that I've got all the necessarily need the chemical flares. We'll bring them with us anyway. Oh, and before we arrive, let's do a quick save. Alright, now if we get any live aliens at the end of this one, we can study them. And we've researched Ghost Rifle. Great. Now we just want the clip. Where is it? Yeah, Ghost Rifle clip. Yes, allocate manufacture. Stop the production of the Ghost pistols because we want these as soon as possible. 20,000 to make each of them. It's going to take a while, and we're going to want the full 14. We might, with that many days, I think we might have to cut down on the amount that we're going to make it first, just so that we can have some working once we've researched the clips. Yes, we want to begin our mission. Everything looks to be going okay with the stream today. Sorry about the complications yesterday, but that's why I'm doing 2 hours tonight. I'm only 7 minutes into it and we've already got a UFO mission. That's what I like. Now for anyone who might be wondering, the reason why I'm putting the tasers into the backpack rather than in the left hand is the fact that with rifles, because they require 2 hands, the accuracy will decrease by having something in the other hand. And that's why sometimes people do use the Ghost pistols, but I find that they're so inaccurate you might as well just hold on to the jet harpoons until you get the Ghost rifles. And then just make the Ghost rifles until you do the research that you want before you start working on the sonic weapons. None of the sonic weapons have the auto shot option, so I don't tend to rush to those as much. Okay, we're in a corner at all? Yes. So there's nothing that way, and how far do we go this way? Quite a distance. And there's our edge for that. Okay. We spot someone straight away. Where are they? There. Okay, they're in cover. And wow, somehow he survived. I didn't quite see where the second shot went. Well, Mark, you've done well at destroying his cover, so let's see if Sergei can do any better. Alright, one alien down, and Mark's not going to move. I'm not going to move anyone else out in case this alien's in range, so we're going to end our turn. Because we like to be cautious, because we don't like grenades. Well, Mark, you survived. And you spot another one! Okay, that one's definitely going to take a shot at you as well. But we've got to do something about them. Good shooting, and he didn't fire back. It's your lucky day. But not so much because you missed again. Okay. Sergei, can you see the alien? Not from there. Let's do a quick spin around, make sure there's nothing behind us. And you can take some shots. Sergei's just kill stealing now. Okay, have you got a snapshot? Yes, you do. But we're just going to run you back into the submarine. And Vasquez? No, let's get in. Have you got any new ones? Yes, he's close by. We'll send out a rookie just to have more thorough exploration behind our submarine. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Well, now Wolfgang in following turns can go this way, and Mark can continue following that perimeter. And no sign of the submarine yet. Let's end our turn. Something was glanced at in the darkness again. It's not very helpful when it does that. All I know is it's somewhere here. Okay, you've got 2 shots. So I can't even do a full auto shot with you. Wolfgang. Okay, it looks like there's absolutely nothing in that corner. So make your way to the edge. Might as well glance down it. And let's take another rookie. Deborah. Who, if I recall rightly, actually helped in the last one with some spotting or attempting to shoot towards the end of the last mission. Oh, there's the sub. Okay. Let's get someone with reactions out. And have them face the back of the sub there. Because if anything pops up there, hopefully Sergei will take a shot. But we'll end our turn and then we can move more people out next. Cool. More things in the darkness. Nothing more that way. Wolfgang. What have we got this way? Not much. I think that's as far as you're going to go. Yep. Deborah, keep making your way to that sub. We'll have more people leave our sub now and try and go for the front, while Deborah and Sergei keep an eye on the back. I think this might be a bit too close. So we'll have a duck down, just to be a harder target. And I think Sergei, just get into a high position. You can duck down too, and we'll start moving some people out. Vasquez. And we'll also get our other promoted guys out, so they're all going to head to the front of the sub. And with additional turns, more and more people we can have coming out. So, Manchkan, Andre, he's got to work on his Angie, Leon, and then we'll just move these next two up. I still haven't gotten rid of that one. Bravery of 10? No, Bravery of 20 with bad reactions and poor firing and throwing accuracy. Well, if they end up getting a kill, I might keep them. Okay, so there's really not much going on, so maybe there are more corpses. We didn't hear any doors going, so that means that they're not moving around their sub, but that doesn't mean that they aren't lingering and lying in wait, just waiting for us to pop our heads so that they can shoot at us. Okay, Margie's got a good view of the side there. Vasquez can move up. Get another good look in. And Zavixino, you can come out this corner. Very cautious and keep looking with Deborah. Nothing that she can see, but we'll have a crouch there. And Sergei will keep you there. I don't want to jinx it, but